It's me! And guess where I am? Oh, I already told you, didn't I? I already told you. I'm in the most incredibly gorgeous spot. I couldn't stay away from the mountains. And why do I take so long before I come back up here? It's probably 15 degrees cooler here than it was where I was at. So I came up here and I did our weekly reading. Hold on, let me see. I'm going to say hello, see if anybody's on. I didn't give anybody notice. I never do. Hi. Anybody there? Hello, hello. Now I realize that when I do this, there's always a delay. So I'm going to be patient and I'm just going to let you see what I found. I came walking, I'm barefoot, right? Walking barefoot because it's time to get grounded, and this is insane. I don't know how I found this place. I just happened upon it. Well, I do know how. Spirit brought me up here. And, oh, I have my, he's sitting up on the branch there. He's my blue jay. Told you my blue jay was going to come back to me. The one that I met up in Boulder Creek was not my blue jay. See, my blue jay's in California. And what's so cool about it is that is actually a Steller jay, which is the birds that I love. So he's waiting for me to bring him some nummy-nums. I have my food in the car. Hi you, hey. Oh, everybody's there. I'm talking away, blah, blah, blah. Hi Christina, hi Janice, hi Jody. Hi Kaylee. Oh, isn't it beautiful? Hello, look at this. Okay, I'm gonna run around. I wanna run around first. I'm gonna put my flip-flops on because I gotta go run down on the ground. Isn't that funny? The rocks felt great on my feet. You guys, it's so cool up here. There's crystals in the rocks. Spirit told me, go to the mountain, right? When the big great wave comes, go to the mountain. Great wave is emotion. In these rocks, there's major crystals, all kinds of crystals. I don't know if you guys can see the sparkly crystals in here. Oh, but they're everywhere. Can you see them? Okay, I want to show you. I want to show you what I saw when I came here. Also, oh, gotta get my keys. Hold on. Yes, I'm going to do some free readings because I'm just so inspired and I just love it and I love doing it. But I'm going to run back to my car, which isn't far, because I want to get my blue jay some treats. So I did my reading, the weekly reading, and it was, I didn't want it to be intense, but it was. Where are my keys? I wonder if they're in my car. Hold on. I'll just have to carry this whole bloody thing. I don't like purses, you know? I'm such a tomboy. I don't like purses. But, which way did I come? I want to show you guys the way I got here. See, if I didn't have this stinking purse, I got my purse in one hand and I got my phone in the other. This is how Sherry is going to one day end up with a face plant down this side of the rocks. I think I came this way. Okay, you're going with me. So I didn't want the weekly reading to be intense, but the messages that I got, because I know that recently, with the two new decks that I got, they've been intense. And they're intense for a reason. I mean, Spirit's got them chosen. Look at this place. Spirit chooses them. I don't, you know. And so, I just recognized that, you know, last night for the message to dream on and the night before, they were really intense and they were heavy. And I thought, oh God, you know. But I'm definitely big on not just doing fluffy readings. I'm big on reality, you know. We don't all have everything happiness and sunshine, right? It doesn't always go the way we want it to go. And we have challenges, and it's not going to be helping anybody for me to be saying, you know, oh, you know, telling you what you want to hear. You're going through stuff. People have shit happening. We've got negative stuff that's going on that we have to deal with, right? We're all struggling. So these messages, when they're heavy, it's because it's to warn us or it's to show us. I'll let you look. How to deal with it. So I asked Spirit, you know, I thought, well, it's intense, so I'm going to try and make it not be so heavy, but while still letting the message get across. My clean car. This is my commuter car. My grandma car, I call it. Hold on. I had to come get Blue Jay food. So, no camping. Bummer, because you know I would camp in those rocks. So I do have to tell you that when I did it, as always, you know, I give myself an example, and I made it a little bit personal. And I had a client. I did a reading for a client earlier today on my way up here, and here, let's look at this. Let's not look at me. And I said to her that I was, oh, they have bathrooms. I said to her that I wasn't sure if I was going to make it personal because I knew it was, and I didn't know if it was right for me to do it. And I was kind of struggling through the reading, but I did. I ended up being personal because I'm going a different way. There was something that needed to be said, and I got earlier today that, and my client actually said to me, and she's actually a friend of mine now. She was a client, now she's a friend. She actually just said, you know, you have a voice. You need to speak up. And I thought, you're right. So be prepared for that. And it is not, I don't mean, I love that. I don't mean that it's all about me. I don't. But I do use my own personal self because it's my experience and I know how it feels, and that's how I teach. And I spoke about my twin. It was my platform. So I guess maybe the message to you is, if you have the ability to speak up in a situation to help yourself, I'm just kind of showing you guys, it's okay to do that. You have a voice for a reason. And I know that because the blue jay, that's what it means. When the blue jay totem showed up, I knew I was supposed to speak. And if you're thinking about something that you need to speak about or want to speak about, and you're worrying or thinking it's not appropriate or not the right circumstance or whatever, the blue jay totem says, do not allow yourself to be bullied. It's talking about speech. It says, do not allow yourself to be bullied. Do not you be a bully either. But it's talking about speaking out, finding your true voice, and allowing yourself to be heard. So, isn't this cool in here? Look at here. It's so fun. I'm walking around these giant, this is just so cool to me. How I find these things. I love how Spirit brings me the coolest places, and you guys get to come with me. Is he waiting for me? He might have left, but that's okay. He'll come back. He better come back. I went and got him nummy nums. Okay, so in the reading, oh, I didn't go this way. This is cool. In the reading, I got emotional like I always do. So prepare yourself for that. There's a woodpecker down there walking up the rock. Okay, so that's our first totem while I'm speaking to you guys. There's blue jays and there's a woodpecker. So the blue jay is about the speech. The woodpecker, whew, dizzy. The woodpecker says, keep digging, keep pecking. It's almost like, oh, there he is. Come on, baby. Oh, there's a bunch. I've got a family of blue jays. They're saying a few things the woodpecker is saying. Keep pecking away because at the truth, or picking at a situation to uncover it, because that's what the woodpecker does. It uncovers situations, right? Also, use your head, because don't allow yourself to get emotionally caught up in it. You know, I don't want to be down here. I want them to come up to us. Let's have them come to us. You guys, if you want to eat, you got to come up here, because we want you to come to us. That's a message to the universe too. We're not going to others, we're having others come to us. So the woodpecker says that on one hand. On the other hand, it says, if you find that you have been doing this and you're not getting anywhere, you feel like you're beating your head against a wall, stop, let it go. Allow the sap to come down. Come on, babies. Allow the sap to come down and catch the bug, the vampire, the sneaky person, whatever it is. Oh, they're going to love this. Come on, you stinkers. And then you come back later and Spirit will tell you the time. Or maybe you don't even have to come back. Maybe that's just been your job. Maybe you just were supposed to speak up. And then Spirit's going to handle it from there. And you'll understand that with the weekly reading that I got. Now I'm all out of breath. Where should we sit? I want to sit where we can watch them. So we'll go here. Come on, babies. Come on. Now, I haven't trained these blue jays. They weren't in my campsite. They don't know me. So, somebody will find that. I gotta turn where I can see you guys. Okay. What else, woodpecker? Okay, so let it go, right? And allow Spirit to bring it to you. You don't have to do everything. That's why, I think that's why I said I'm not going to leave it down there for them. I'm going to let them come to me. We don't have to do anything. So do your part, let it go, and let Spirit handle the rest of it. Or, you know, the people involved, whatever it is. If you spoke your piece about something, That you've done your part. Now let them come to you. Okay, so that's it. I'm in a spot where I think I can see you. And I have a pretty background for you guys to look at, right? Let's see, it's probably prettier like that so you can see the blue. And I'm going to do a different kind of reading. I'm just going to, do it by, I did this earlier. I put the phone in the tree. That's interesting. I just called the tree babe. I like that. I like that. That's funny. Help me out. Come on, hands free. Yay! Hands free. Hands free. All right. You're a triplet? That's trippy. Okay, so Kaylee's asking for a reading. So, who else? Has anybody else said anything? Just hi, hi, hi. I think I said, did I say how many readings I was going to do? I think I said 3, didn't I? Did I say 3? I'm waiting. Okay, so this is the message for you. Kaylee, here's your message. Look at my... I'm not broken, I'm just bent. Here's your message. You may soon find yourself... Come on. There. You may find yourself... somebody... Oh, my receptionist isn't working. Good Lord, I'm probably making all kinds of noise with this. I don't realize. You know what? I'll just bloody hold the phone. Fine, I'll just hold you. I can hear the Blue Jays all talking to each other, and they're having a discussion. Should we go down there? Should we trust her? Yes, you should trust me. I'm trustworthy. Okay. So your message, so Kaylee is getting one, and then Jody's getting one, and then Kathleen is getting one. You can't hear me? You can't hear me? Somebody else tell me if you can hear me. If you can't hear me, there's no point in doing this. I'll have to wait until you tell me if you can hear me. Can somebody tell me, please? I'll look around at this gorgeousness. Gorgeousness. And tell me if you can hear me. It was loud in the tree. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. That sucks. That's just me making a loud noise. Okay, so it was loud in the tree. It was loud in the tree. Good, good. I understand what that means. Not for you, but I understand what it means for me. Okay, so the first person, Kaylee, your message. You soon may be finding yourself drawn into a situation where you feel compelled to care for or nurture somebody who is, or protect someone who is suffering. And they may be suffering from anxiety. They may need help of some sort. It might be anxiety. It might be depression. It might be a person. It might be a pet. Whatever it is, the love that you share with them, the love that you exhibit for them, is going to help them heal. But it's also it's a reciprocal thing. It's not just for them. It's also going to be for you. You're going to be because there's a part of yourself also while you're loving and nurturing this one that is wanting to be loved and nurtured as well. So while you're loving and nurturing this one, there's a healing that's going to be going on for both of you. And what is being healed? It's an emotional trauma, and it's from in the past. So it can be the recent past. It could be childhood. It could be earlier in your life. It could be a past life, and it doesn't even matter what it is. You don't have to try and figure it out or try and recall the details or even ask about it, because what it is we draw to us ones who are mirroring. Like my twin and I mirror everything. Whatever I've gone through, he's gone through. You'll find that. That's how you can find answers too, and help and guidance through things, because the people that are in your vicinity will be going through similar experiences to yours. You just have to listen, and you'll be getting clues on what's going on and how some people are feeling and how to handle the situation. So that's what that message is for you. And what they're saying is What they just want you to trust in the healing power of love. Love heals everything. So that's your message. I know, it sounds horrible. In the bush. So when I was in the bush, it was scratching. When I was in the bush, it was scratching. So it was loud in the trees, and when it was in the bush, it was scratching. Because that means something. I have to think about that later, because when I was in the trees, in the bush, I got poison oak. Poison ivy hit me again. So something happened in the bush. Something happened in the trees. Something happened. That's for me. I'm just trying to think of, I have to think out loud. So Kaylee asked, that was Kaylee's reading, and then now this is for Jody Schaefer, and then Kathleen Gerard. So for Jody Schaefer, so I think we've been given this message recently, but we're going to be giving it again because it's repetition for emphasis. They're talking about the fluorite stone, and they're saying that the fluorite it's got a very high, I wear fluorite on my wrist, and somebody, who was it? My friend L.A. Hamilton, she had, you're very welcome. It was her message, and what it does is it's a shielding stone, crystal. I wonder if that's fluorite in the rock. I should go look at that again close. What it does is it's got a very high spiritual vibration, and it will help shield you from a person or situation. I'm looking to see if my boy has figured out where his food is. That's causing you to kind of like be off kilter, you know, off balance. That's why I was personally walking around with bare feet while I was up here, because I had that, you know, this poison ivy that's on this poison oak or poison oak, so it's a tree. So it was oak that hit me. It wasn't ivy, it was poison oak. That's the scratching in the tree. So that's just a message for me too. Maybe it's for you guys. I got hit again, right? I got slightly burned again. It's so gross looking. And this time it's very different. This time it doesn't itch. This time, you know, it goes through that stage. Maybe poison ivy was itching, and the poison oak is burning. But it's not much, but it's a reminder. So there's something that I needed to be reminded of. And this is something for everybody. That's why I'm saying it. So the fluorite stone is going to help you get balanced, help you get grounded, from the influence of this negative person. They are draining your energy. They want you to know, that Spirit wants you to know that you're surrounded by love and light. There it is right there. I'm in a very healing place. The energy of this place is incredibly healing for everybody. All of us that are tuned in right now. They want you to know that you can trust in the protection that you're receiving. I mean, I feel very wrapped in the arms of our Mother Father when I'm out in nature. I mean, seriously, look at this. Don't you all? Don't you just feel incredibly at peace looking at this? There's nobody here but us and the birds. Like nobody, and energy, spirits here. So they want you to recognize that you're wrapped in this loving, healing protection, and they want you to let go of your fears and concerns and allow the healing to occur. There's a healing that's wanting to occur. They want you to focus on what you want to be doing rather than on what you're worried about, rather than on what you're afraid of, rather than on the fears. But specifically what they're talking about is than not being focused on what others think. And that may have a lot to do with our weekly reading today. They're telling you that you are safe. The word safe, I love that. You're safe and eternally loved. We are spiritual beings having a human experience. It is not the other way around. We are not human beings having a spiritual experience. We are high, powerful spiritual creatures having a human experience. So we are completely surrounded, protected, and loved. They want you to trust in this. Nothing can harm you except for your own fear itself and your own worries. The key word for you is trust. Okay, so that's your message. You're very welcome. Okay, so Kathleen, this is for you. I want to know where my boy is. Hello. Oh, there's a little bird. There he is. There he is. How do I make them know that their food is here? Are they that dull? You know, I had an entire family. So what? You know what? Maybe that's my message. When you get the weekly reading, you'll understand that that sometimes we will put food out. We'll offer. That is the message. We will offer a peace offering, or extend love, or extend positive energy. and others may not choose to take it. And, you know, not everyone's going to like you, right? Not everyone is going to want to be your friend. So that's my message. Not everyone wants to be your friend, because remember what I said? My one guy was with me the whole time. My Blue Jay came, he was with me the whole time. But then all of a sudden, the whole family showed up. When the whole family showed up, he took off. So there's a message in itself. So there's no love lost between me and the family. I get that message. I guess I can't get everyone to love me, and neither can anyone else. So I'm going to offer this food. I'm not going to throw my pearls before swine. This is an energetic message. Okay, little tinies, this is open to everyone. This is open to everyone. I'm going to put it down right in the sunshine. And maybe a chipmunk will come, because that was our messenger today. And I'm not going to tell you its message because it's in the weekly reading, but I'm going to leave it right there. So don't throw your pearls before swine. There's your message. You can go ahead and be nice and loving and charitable and giving, but you don't have to make yourself a doormat to people who don't appreciate you, right? Okay, so your message comes from the crystal kyanite. Do I have? Oh, I don't have it with me. I have kyanite in my medicine bag, but I wear it around my neck. Sometimes I had it in my car, but I took it out. So I don't have kyanite. Kyanite is it's a pretty stone. It's like a bluish, sometimes gray, greenish, kind of looks like shale almost, kyanite. And what they want you to do, kyanite is talking about asking you to pay attention to your intuition and to your dreams over the coming days. You're being guided. You're being guided. Well, we're always being guided, but you're being guided towards something deeper, a spiritual, a deepening of a spiritual understanding. And it's occurring on a subconscious level, which is, I got to tell you something that's super cool. I got the messages today that I've been looking for 2.5 years. I got them in a post watching somebody show how they apply their makeup. And it was the trippiest thing. I watched it for an hour. It takes me 6 minutes to put my makeup on. I don't like makeup. I don't put on all the foundation and all that stuff. I don't do all that stuff. But I literally sat through this entire makeup demonstration listening to the girl put it on. And how she did it, blah, 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 listening to the conversation between her and other people. And through the conversation between her and the other people, I got all of my messages. I was given names, I was given reasons, everything. It was just like, oh my God. So that's not something that you can logically explain. That's me listening and hearing in a higher dimension. I was going to say the fifth dimension, but I think that most of us are already in the fifth dimension. I was on a much higher level. I was absolutely... I got it very clear, and it was crystal clear. So they're saying you're this is what's happening. You're being guided towards like a deeper understanding on a deeper level, maybe in a way that is doesn't make sense, that you couldn't logically explain. Like if I tried to explain how I got the messages, and that's in our weekly reading too. Sometimes you know things and you can't explain why you know, but you know. And whether somebody denies it or not, they can deny it till they're blue in the face. You know. I know now. I know now who. I know now what, I know now why, and I may not be able to prove to you why I know, but I know, and I won't be lied to again, I won't be manipulated, and I'm going to spill, I already spilled the beans. So this is the situation for you. You're going to be given this super cool way of understanding spirit, and what they're saying is that there's going to be an ingenious idea that's going to surface. It's getting kind of dark, isn't it? Let me go into the light. You're going to have an idea that's going to surface, and it's going to radically change your views. And I think maybe it's like that. Maybe it's like you're going to realize that you have the ability to do what I just did, because I do this all the time. That's how I live my life. That's how I go where I go. That's how I make the decisions that I make. By listening to spirit in the higher dimensions, you know, by watching my animals, by understanding, you know, when things happen, when you guys say something and I repeat it out loud, my higher self is talking, and now I'm understanding, I'm recognizing that this the scratch that I got came from the big tree. So that's interesting. I didn't realize that the scratching came from the big tree. I thought the scratching came from somewhere else, and that was a really loud message to me. I needed to know that. So you're gonna get that, and so this might be the idea that you get, or maybe you're just gonna have an aha moment about something that you're gonna try and do, something you're gonna figure out, But you're going to be able to discover. I think it has to do with this. It's how it's discovering a new way of doing things. It's discovering, because it's practical. You can do this all day long, every day. It's a way to be safe. It's a way to make choices, maybe to make decisions that are wise. Just tuning in and having this different way of communicating. But I feel also that there's a specific idea that's going to surface. You know what I just got to? I just got to that it might not have been that, the family didn't want to come, didn't trust me. The family didn't trust me for the food. But my guy is shy, and it might be too close. So putting it there, like, that's really close. That's taking a lot on, that's balls. You need some balls to come up and face me, right? So it might take a little time. So I leave it there in the open. There it is. It's in the open. It's for you. You can come get it whenever you want. So whatever that is that we're sharing, right? It's not an attitude, like, it's all of the above. It's all of the messages. It's the, don't throw your pearls before swine. Don't give to ones who don't appreciate it. Like, you can, but once you realize that they don't, then don't waste your time. But also, don't make a snap judgment, because it might just take a little time. It might be intimidating. They might be shy. They might be feeling a little uncomfortable. It might be a little too close for comfort. So give them a little space, give them a little time to assimilate things, and let them do it at their leisure on their own, which I'm totally good with. So all those messages came up. But for you, I think there's going to be a specific idea that's going to come to your mind. And you're going to apply it. It's going to be something that's going to affect your life. Not just your life. I mean, like, your day life, your work life. It's going to be something like that. And it's going to be an idea. I love this, because it's going to be something that's going to surface when you least expect it. It's like I love when that happens. I love when that happens. It's like when you get that aha moment, you're like, oh my God. And you know what's interesting is a lot of times it's been floating around for a while, and you're just tapping into it. So it's going to come when you least expect it. So don't go looking for it. Just relax and allow. It's kind of like, when we ask for something, from spirit, or your put out your desire, like, send out. It's like Abraham Hicks says, send out your rockets of desire, and then let it go. And like the woodpecker, right? Tap, 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 do your thing, and then let it go. The sap's going to come down. You don't have to do your work. You can come back later and get it. So you might, like with me, I've been having a really hard time pulling my dreams back, which is torturing me, really torturing me, because that's how I connect with my twin. And it also tells me I don't have to worry about what's, although, you know what, maybe that's what it's telling me too. Like, I'm getting lessons too. That I don't have to rely on my dreams, because I'm getting the messages this way too. It's just that I really like my dreams, because my dreams are like literally like looking at photographs. They're so accurate. And not to mention, I get to see his face. But I haven't been able to pull my dreams back. And I've been trying too hard. And I'll lay there and I'll try and remember, and it's like, God, you know what? So recently I've just thought, okay, I'm just going to let it go. And when I doze off, if it's meant to come back, it'll come back, and it has. So like the woodpecker, you've done your job, you've done whatever it is, you've sent it out there, or whatever it is, and the sap's going to come. You can go back later and find the bugs that are stuck to it. So don't go looking for it. Don't kill yourself trying to figure out what it is, because it's going to come to you. It's not something you have to look for. It's something that Spirit's bringing to you, and your higher self is connecting with you in order to have this happen. Because it's already inside. Like I said, it's something that's been floating around your subconscious for quite some time, and it's just coming out. Okay, what else? You shared my video. What video? This video? How can you share it while it's still going? How weird is that? You have kyanite. Perfect. Right on. Somebody has just passed away unexpectedly. I don't know what happened to her. Maybe you can give me insight. No, I don't deal with death. Although I just heard stroke, and now I don't know, but I don't like to deal with death. I asked Spirit not to have me deal with death. Because I don't like to surmise. There may be a series of things. I just don't like to I don't like that. I don't know. Although it's not really my choice sometimes. I'm a medium, so Spirit will come through me. I heard the word stroke. I don't know. Right when I said I didn't want to do it. So you shared it. How can you share it? Can you share it while it's going? Thanks. That's really cool. You know what? People need to hear this because these messages just aren't for us, right? They're for everybody. They're for everybody that gets them. And I'm very sorry. Your mom. Oh, your mom. I'm so sorry. My mother died of pancreatic cancer. God, that's tough. Why did I heard stroke. But you know what? See, that's why I don't like to say, because it may be a complication that caused from, or a stroke that came on because of. So that's why I don't like to say specifically. That's just what I heard was stroke. You know, and like my grandmother died of cancer, and but when you look at it, she was 98 years old, you know, and everybody's got cancer in their body, so she didn't really die of cancer. That was just her body breaking down, and that was the final thing. So it could be a series of different things. I know, blessing, can't wait too. So I'm just asking if Spirit wants to give me something about her mom. Okay, so all I heard she's free. They're showing me diamonds. They're showing me diamonds sparkling. I got peaceful, SO at peace. Please don't be sad for me. I miss you. Okay, now she's gonna come through. See, I don't like doing this. I'm sorry. I heard it's not what I'm saying. I'm sorry is what I'm hearing. I tried. It's gonna be okay. There's a relief of something. You're strong, or strong. I just got release me, like release me. You had a stroke? Okay. I was gonna, cause I was gonna ask in a different way, and Spirit just said to me, intuition. What she's saying is you're being asked to accept. You're being asked to accept it. I mean, of course you have to accept it, but you're being asked to accept it. You're going to be touched by somebody within the next 3 days. I don't know if it's your mom, yes. So within the next 3 days, you're going to be touched by her. I just heard bells. Bells. Something about bells. That's it. That's what I got. That's all I got. Just there's a jewel to be found in every teardrop. So Spirit for you is telling you they're asking you to work with smoky quartz. Because it'll help you release your emotions and help you express what you need to say to her. That's why your mother's saying release. She doesn't want you to hold it in. I don't know if you were able to, like I was able to hold my mom as she was dying, and I said everything that I needed to say, good, bad, and the ugly. I was mad at her. I let her have it. I forgave her. I walked through everything. I was allowed to have many hours to do that. So that's why she's saying she wants you to release. She wants you not to suppress what's inside. There's been something that's been suppressed for a long time. Smoky quartz will help you with the healing. Don't be afraid to cry. Don't be afraid to... I mean, I cry all the time in front of you guys. All the time. I cried in my weekly reading again. I've been crying all the time. And I'm getting tears right now in my chest. She said it's very healing. Trust, because there's a healing that's occurring, but the healing can't occur until you release it, until you express it and you allow it out. Okay, that's it. I have to let that one go. I have to clear that. I'm very sorry, and I hope that helped you. So, was that it? Is anybody there? That went real heavy, didn't it? Wow, what a horrible thing to have to deal with. I know. You know, it's like your mom's not supposed to go anywhere. Your parents aren't supposed to die. You're welcome. They're just not. You know, it's like my mom. There he is. There comes my guy. My blue jay. Come on, baby. It's been 7 years this month. I don't remember the date because I blocked it out of my mind that my mom died. And I'm still healing from it. I'm still releasing. So talking to you, even though I said I didn't want to do that, that's helpful for me too. I talk to my mom all the time. So talk to your mom. Talk to your mom. She will make her presence known in the next 3 days. You'll know it's her. He wants to come down here so bad. He was just sitting up there on the branch. He's shy. Okay, good. I just see a lot of the times I don't like. Sometimes I think, is it me? Am I feeling? But I know that it's actually when I said I didn't want to talk about it, what came through right away, that was her. That was her tears I felt. I'm sorry. I don't know who was saying I'm sorry. I tried. If it wasn't you that was saying it, it was her. Anyway, you'll have to go back and listen to this and get the messages in that. Geez, I want to kind of wrap this up on an up note. So, your little brother gave you a beautiful sunrise and sunset to know he's still here. Oh, that's beautiful. That's awesome. My mother, that was a message. I think my mom might have come through right then too, because when my mother died, that's interesting. That just came to me. She had wind chimes, electric wind chimes, and I only took 2 things from her house the day she died, and I never went back. One of them was her electric wind chimes, and I didn't even know why I took it. And I didn't plug them in. I had them in the living room downstairs, and I had this big giant house that I lived in, and I was alone upstairs, and every time I would do Reiki or I would talk to my mother, the wind chimes would go, and they weren't plugged in. So when I heard bells, it might have been my mom saying, or maybe your mom's going to ring bells, or maybe there's something for you. Happy Canada Day. Right on, I'm Canadian. I thought it was happy 4th of July. Isn't it 4th of July today? Somebody's here, I don't know who. Okay, I want to do one more reading for somebody, because I want to do this on an upswing. Can you tell me who? They're scaring away my blue jay. I hope they don't step all over his food. Little boys. Oh, that's a message to me. Okay, can somebody tell me? Leanne. Okay, this is for Leanne. Hi, guys. In case you think I'm crazy, I'm doing I'm recording something. I'm talking to people live, so I'm talking not to myself. They're cute. It's cool up here, isn't it? I love it. Do you know what this place is called? No? All right. Okay. Leanne. All right. So, little boy scared away his food. I got that message. Okay. So, little boys and their dad. All right. I need to ask. I need privacy for this. I don't want to do this in front of them, so let me think. So, Leanne, can you show me what is the best message? The most important thing for her to know at this time is... Okay, so you have to choose this. It's going to be left or right. You choose for me left or right. Yes. Oh, you know what? Maybe I'm the blue jay. No, he's a blue jay too. And they ran off my blue jay. The boys and the dad. That helped me. I needed to know that. I thought that that's what it was, but I needed to make certain. I'm glad it wasn't the mother. And they do, because you know what? I'm not going anywhere, so they're not going to scare me away. I have more tenacity than that. My twin might be shy, but I'm not. Right? Wow. I was hoping you wouldn't say that. So, an issue that's causing tension and friction in your life is soon going to erupt and come to a head. Probably because of what you'll understand it with the weekly reading. It has to do with that too. I want you to see the moon. You guys see the moon? Isn't that badass looking in the bright blue sky? It's just amazing to me that half of it has disappeared. Like it isn't there. It's like a mirage, but you know it's there. That's another message that's so awesome to hear. It's so bright and bold on the one side, and the other side you feel like it's not visible. But it is visible. It's always there. Sometimes we just can't see it. Love that. Okay, so the message. So an issue in your life that's causing tension or friction in your life is about to erupt and come to a head. And you're being asked to, or encouraged to hold your cool. Keep a cool head. Stay calm. It's going to be very emotional. You need to express how you feel, but they don't want you to be drawn into saying things that you don't mean. I hate when I get this message because it's going to happen straight up. But it has to happen. You know, I shouldn't say that I hate that because it has to happen. It's actually a blessing. It's something that's it's overdue. It's well overdue. It's a situation that's needing to take place. You're going to understand where you stand and how others feel. And as the air clears, what's going to be uncovered is a hidden agenda. You're going to see the hidden agenda. This is so connected to the weekly reading, I can't even tell you. You're going to realize or figure out creative ways of handling this kind of situation in the future. So it's like a lesson as well, right? So the next time something like this occurs, you're going to know how to deal with it. They're asking you to keep your cool. I saw this in my dream last night. Keep your cool, babe. I'm literally saying that right now. Keep your cool, babe. Don't lose your head. Don't lose your head. It's okay. Don't be dragged into the chaos. Don't be allowed into the drama. It's not yours to carry. You're going to emerge from this feeling purified of the negative emotions and feelings that you've been carrying and that's been weighing you down. And you need to trust. Again, the word is trust, because you have to remember that while it feels gnarly and chaotic and awful, it's a blessing. So that's the message. The moon is not around right now, and it's dark. Where is that beautiful moon? Oh, there's the moon, and that's a sad. See, the moon is the divine feminine, and the moon is around, even when we can't see it. It's always there. That's why. And right there, we can only see part of it. And it's bright on the one side where the sun is shining. See, so the moon does best when it's with the sun shining upon it. When the sun's not there, the moon is dark. It's interesting. In the daylight, at night it's different, but isn't that a trip? These are all messages to me. You're welcome. I'm going to walk away so these guys can have this place too. It's not all mine. So the dad's crawling around with the boys. And I'll let you guys have it. No worries. I got what I wanted. Oh, where's my water bottle? So I'm listening to my own messages. So I'm happy to leave. I got what I wanted. I don't need to have everything to myself. I can let them enjoy themselves. Everybody gets their private time, their private space. We get to go explore something new. Look at the green moss. Isn't that pretty? Look up through there, you guys. I'm going to hold the camera still because I'm going to go back through and I'm going to take pictures off of this video because it's so stinking gorgeous. Well, you know what? I think maybe they need time to talk. Is what's going on, right? They need some time alone time together. And besides, when I walk away from it and I let them have it, I was given a crystal. Look at that crystal. Can you see the light shining through it? I wouldn't have seen this crystal if I hadn't have come this way. So many messages to me, I can't even stand it. So I wouldn't have seen that crystal if I hadn't have come this way. So that's true. So situations that we go through, you know, even if they're painful, it brings something out. It's a blessing, right? Because something occurs, out of something horrible, good things occur. And if I didn't go that particular way, I wouldn't have seen that particular crystal. That wouldn't have been exposed if it hadn't gone down that way. That's the message. Okay, so we're gonna walk around here, and we're exploring something new. Woo! I love it here. Love it here. I want you guys to see. It's really weird that we only get to talk and I don't get to hear your voices. Hi, Sandy. I know, trust. That's the word. I mean, in our weekly reading, we got trust over and over again, too. Trust, trust, trust. I hope they don't take the food that I left for my blue jay. It won't be cool if they do. But I will trust that they won't. I will trust that Spirit will allow him to get it. I love that rock right there. Isn't it interesting how they landed like that? I mean, you can tell that there was a flood. Because look at that rock. How did that rock balance like that? How did that rock balance like that? You know, I mean, these boulders were brought forward. It's a trip. You see the face in the rock right there? The mouth, the little flat nose, and the eye? To me, it looks like a beluga whale. Big round. You see it? What else are we going to find? I want to keep you guys with me because this is just neat through here. Oh, look at the woodpecker, see? See the woodpecker holes? That's cool. You know what I'm going to do? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take myself out to dinner. There's, I don't know if anybody lives in this area, but there's a restaurant. Oh gosh, it has to do with my twin. Everything has to do with my twin. It just does. There's a restaurant called Gastronome. I think it's called Gastronome. It's mushrooms. And everything's mushrooms. And it's the most amazing, I get this vegetarian pasta, and it's the bomb. It's not cheap, but I'm here by myself, and I deserve it, right? I deserve it. I'm going to give myself a treat. So our weekly reading is going to be posted tonight. I hope that it will go up soon, but it might take a little while because I'm going to be up here having dinner. Every time I come up here, I get pine cones because these pine cones up here are very different. These are different. I have a giant one like this, and there's something. This one is kind of broken at the bottom. I want to get a different one, but I've got one on my pine cone. Is what most resembles your pineal gland. Did you know that? Look up and pay attention to that. Look it up, and you'll see the pine cones that are on the I have a 4-poster bed, and there's pine cones on all the posters at the top. But it's the pineal gland. You have to look that up. That was just a message for you guys. Yes, I do deserve to treat myself. I know. See, that's why I like to do this. I didn't know that if this was annoying for you guys or boring or you didn't want to do this. But I feel like, you know, I like going on adventures. And if people can't get out or if people can't go places, you know, and they're tied down or whatever, or maybe they got a broken leg and they're unable to get outside, you know, you can go vicariously through me. And if you don't have this, I mean, look at this. This is just incredible. I just feel like, you know, I want to share it. As I said, my name is Sherry for a reason. It's just so beautiful. And how lucky are they to live right there? Dang. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Man. So this little town is called Idlewild, and I thought about moving here before I moved to the lake. I came up here and I looked, and my daughter's like, oh, it's too isolated. You know, the thing is they get snow here. I want snow. And I want trees. And at the time she's like, oh, it's too isolated. But the thing is, I live in Rapunzel's tower as it is. You know, I'm isolated. I mean, I'm isolated. I go on the lake, but I don't talk to anybody. You know, and I want the trees. I want the water. I don't know. Maybe I'm just supposed to, okay, that's not cool. I gotta clean that up. Maybe I'm just supposed to, Arizona. So maybe I'm just supposed to visit here like I visit Arizona. Maybe that's the message. Also, the color purple is a high spiritual color. Also, we're cleaning up the environment because other people are thoughtless. And it's not cool to throw shit down in this beautiful area. If everybody did that, it wouldn't look this beautiful, would it? So not cool. So everybody do your part. You know what's interesting? I think this is a message too. As soon as I said, you can have it. It's okay, I'll leave, it's fine. You have your personal time, it's okay. As soon as I left, they left. They just went back to their car. They were just scouting around. It's like the Blue Jay family that came to look. They came to take a peek, and they're like, all right, we're over it, we're done. Gotta think about that. Hi, Mohawk. Okay, so Kathleen says the pineal gland was a message because her disabled son just saw his neurologist. She's concerned with him. He has a pineal tumor. Okay, so it's very important. You may know this, but it's very important to drink alkaline water. Put lemon in your water. It decalcifies your pineal gland. Very, very healing. So alkaline water, very, very important. You can also, it isn't just about ingesting alkaline water. Should I go back up to my rock? Do you guys want me to go back up to my rock? Oh, the battery's getting low. And say they're leaving. You can put an alkalinizer on your entire water unit in your house so that everything that goes into his skin and into his body in any way is alkalinized. And that if he's got a problem with his pineal gland, that would be worth the investment to make your water alkaline. Hi, Mohawk. How do you feel today, Mohawk? Yes, someone can be in a crowd and feel isolated. Absolutely. You know what's cool about the way I do things, though? I can be in a crowd, and I like to be isolated in a crowd. That's my way of, I'll go, if I want to be around a lot of people, I'll go to a giant thrift store and by myself. There's people there, there's energy around me, but I don't have to talk to anybody. And I know that I'm too isolated, but I'm very specific about who I let in. I would like to hang out with you guys. I want to be with and it's in the weekly reading. You know, we're drawn to the ones that are like us. Actually, I think it was in our message last night. You're welcome. Yeah, the pineal gland is decalcified. It's also as far as us. The pineal gland is our third eye. Did you know that? Did you know that our pineal gland, which is right here, actually, it's associated with our second sight. Actually, it's my first sight. It should be all of our first sight now. You know, as we awaken. But if you use the, I want to take my glasses off because it's dark now, but I can't really see you guys. Oh well. You know what? I look really super sexy when I'm blurry. There's no lines, there's no wrinkles, there's nothing. It's like, ooh. I hope my twin has problems with his eyes too. So the pineal gland, for us to drink alkaline water, it decalcifies our pineal gland so that we're able to hear and see spirit better. And also, did you know that your third eye is connected to your third eye chakra is connected to your ear chakras? They're connected. So sight and hearing go hand in hand. So if your pineal gland has been decalcified, that helps you with that. So it may be, that may just be a message for you. Also, your son is helping you realize that you need to pay attention to that, because often times with people, we're not able to save everybody from whatever the situation is. But because of what they've gone through, just like issues that we have, got a bug on my toe, issues that we have. Sorry, you didn't need to be a close up of my face. I just got to see what it is that's on my foot. Okay, so it's a. Okay, that makes tons of sense. Now I want you guys to remember this. And it doesn't want to let go. Okay, it's a red ant. Now, in the weekly reading, and I posted already about poison ivy, the redhead that burned me. It won't let go. See, so whatever this is does not want to let go. And I heard working for the Red Army. Working for the Red Army. Back in court, working for the Red Army. She's cracking the whip. Get me home to her. So get me, her is me. The Red Army is the Red Queen. Off with your head. And the Red Queen doesn't necessarily have to be a female. It could be a male. And they will not let go of me. So they are holding on. They are trying to hold on to me, and that's my burn. So that was my message. And that's why I got burned a little bit, because they're still holding on. So the thing is, what I'm going to say to you is, I know that Spirit's taking care of this, and I'm not worried, and I know who you are, and I was once hunted, but now I know. I'm no longer hunted, I'm aware of you, and I'm going to let Spirit take care of this whole entire situation, because it's over. The game is up. You might as well bend over and kiss your ass goodbye, because Spirit's got this in hand. The jig is up, the word is out, it's known. Confess. It's time to confess, and it's time to just start some healing. You know, if you want to be loved, if you want to be forgiven, if you want to move forward, it's best for you to do that. You don't have to, it's your choice, but I would if I were you. Things don't go well for people if they're not honest, if they don't come clean. So, that little sucker was not letting go of my finger. First it was on my foot, on my toe. So it was on my right toe, like on my right side, and then I had it on my right foot. So it's not on my heart side, so that's good. A bug went down your shirt. Kathy says a bug went down my shirt. Anybody else want to help me out with any messages that we get from that come up to you guys? Because I like it when you guys come up with stuff. Look at my mallard. He left me a beautiful feather. I don't know if you guys can see the purple. Isn't that fabulous? Oh! Did you see that? I don't know if you could see it. Sometimes I think you guys are able to see things and you're not. But the color is purple. Okay, so I'm gonna I don't know what I should do. My phone's dying, so I have to kind of start my battery, and I probably should go now. I've probably been on for 100 years. Go get my dinner. Oh, you did see it. Cool. So, if you guys can come up with any ideas about what you thought what came to your mind, I love it when you guys come up with stuff. That's so cool. It's neat. I love the whole interaction, you know, because it spurs something else on. Something else is tapped. And then that's like, oh, yes, because I'm getting messages like crazy from the things that you guys are asking and what you're saying. Almost an hour. Oh, God. Oh, Joy, you just missed the whole thing. Joy and I were talking on the way up. It's beautiful, Joy, and I did talk about it, and I don't know why I'm yelling. Isn't that weird? My grandmother used to do that. We'd hand her the cell phone, and she'd start screaming into the phone. Like, you don't have to scream into the phone. Joy, I made it personal. I spoke my piece like you said. Remember you said, do something, you can talk? I did. So, and then the Red Army ant just showed up on my foot, wouldn't let go of my toe, and was on my finger. There's all kinds of stuff. Joy, you know what? I know what? Tell me what you know. Sneaky cats. Tell me what you know. I'm cleaning up the forest with the, of all the debris that's been left behind. I want this. I want this. That's my idea of camping from now on. That's how this girl wants to camp from now on. Because I want my cats to go with me. Okay, you know what? Okay, you said I know what. But you said good for me. But what is it that you know? Oh, I have to give you guys another something. While Joy's telling me what that is. Have I spoken to you guys about the chia seeds? About my skin? It's getting better. Remember how I told you my skin? I was like, oh my God. Oh, you were agreeing with me. Okay. Chia seeds. You put chia seeds in water, and it's massive hydration for your body. It's excellent for hikers. It keeps you hydrated. And it's kind of like, and what I did was I put hyaluronic acid. I never say it right. That's for your skin as well. I put that in it. And I put the chia seeds, and I put trace minerals drops in my water. And then I went and got this Crystal Light raspberry flavor and shake it up, and it's like a special treat. And it's got this little kind of crunch because of the seed. I love it. I'm like hooked on it. It's like my latest. I do this. I'll start like I'll eat tuna fish, and then I'll eat it for like a month. That's all I eat. Now I'm hooked on this. This is my new passion. But it's super good for you. It's good for your joints. It's filled with protein and omega fatty acids. It's amazing. Amazing superfood. Yes, you've got to try it. You've got to try it. It's you know what? I think that if you did it warm and you put caramel and vanilla in it, it would be like tapioca. Oh my God. It is so good. It is so good. And it's weird because it's water, and then the seeds develop like this little jelly around them, and then inside there's the little hard seed.
So it's like a little crunch. So with the sweetness and the flavoring, it's like a surprise. I take it to the movie theaters when I go to the movies, and I gotta make sure my radio doesn't start blaring. Wait, let's hear what it is. That'll be a message for me. Oh, I don't know this. Are you happy now? I hope so. So I take it to the movie theaters, and instead of wanting to constantly eat, because I'm a muncher, you know, I'll sit there and I want to eat. This, I'll feel like I'm eating. I'll feel like I'm chewing, so it keeps you hydrated. It fills you. It's like the calorie. Oh, I don't have the bag, but the calories are so few, it's ridiculous. It's wonderful for women who want to lose weight and who to go to places like that, and from people who are hiking. Until your next live feed, I'll say Skeenan, which means peace, my language. Oh, Skeenan. Skenin? And Mohawk. Is that Mohawk? Like Mohican? Is that your language? Is that why you, I mean, I don't say that I'm ridiculous for asking that, but sometimes people call themselves Indian names and they're a different Indian, because my twin, he's Cherokee, right? But he grew up on the Navajo reservation, so, you know. Yes, it's good for joints. So Mohawk says, I think it's Skenin, which means peace. I got a new word. I like that. Thank you. Peace. Okay, so if nobody else has anything to offer or to pipe up and pop in, any ideas, I'm going to roll down the hill. I think I might turn the camera around. And I'm going to let you guys see. So I'm going to turn the camera around and I'm going to drive down the hill. My hands are on the wheel, no panicking, don't worry. But I'm going to let you guys see what I see. This is the most beautiful time of night when the sun lights up everything like that. And there's a message, because on that house it says there's a cat climbing up the house, and it says Wuthering Heights. Look at the A-frame. Look at that A-frame cottage. Isn't that cool? I want to live here, you guys. What are you saying? What? I have 2 brothers and I'm the only girl with these triplets. What does that mean? What are you asking something about that, or what does that mean for you, or what are you wanting to say that for? I'm just wondering. Is there a question, or I'm letting you guys. This is just so beautiful. I just love this. When I came here the last time, actually not the last time. When I came here, I guess it was a year ago. I came up with a friend, an old roommate, and she is no longer a friend. And I was driving, I think. Was I driving or was she? I can't remember. But anyway, as we drove up the hill, out in front of me comes 2 coyotes. And they were long-haired coyotes. Oh my God, they were mountain coyotes. They looked like wolves. They were beautiful. Okay. Oops. Okay, I'm going to get off because I'm at a fire station and I just saw a stop sign, so I'm going to get off the phone. So, you said your twin was a male, and with me it's 2 boys and me. Oh, I have a spiritual twin. It's my twin soul. I don't have a twin. I'm a middle child. I had a little sister and an older brother. Okay, I'm going to let you guys go because this is illegal. Let's speak together. Love, light. Peace, love, light. Talk soon.